President Trump says Iran will pay for every American soldier killed in the war. Time for the Streamline. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. 3 soldiers were killed over the weekend. 2 have been identified as 19-year-old Private Isabella Gonzalez and 25-year-old First Lieutenant Tyler Feehan. Human remains found are likely those of a missing service member who has not been identified. A 3rd service member was killed in Iraq. 17 soldiers have been killed since the war began. Injuries are also rising. The Pentagon says nearly 100 American soldiers have been hurt in just the last 2 weeks. Overnight, U.S. forces launched attacks on Iranian military sites. Experts call this a cycle of escalation.
When service members are killed, you do have some political pressure to respond. The question is, at some point, one of the sides needs to find some way to de-escalate.
Now, it doesn't look like either side is doing that. Iran hit a tanker in the Strait of Hormuz overnight and has vowed not a single drop of oil will pass through the region. Still, Iran's interior minister has traveled to Pakistan for peace talks. Gas prices went up by 2 cents per gallon overnight, both here in San Diego and across the country. Our average is now $5.59 a gallon. Nationally, it's $4.02. Both of those numbers are about $1 higher than they were this time last year.
A massive lettuce recall is growing across the country as a parasitic illness spreads. The FDA says shredded iceberg lettuce from Taylor Farms remains the focus of this outbreak. This comes despite a false positive test for the parasite causing the illness. The CDC and the FDA said more than 1,600 cases in this current outbreak involve people who reported eating at Taco Bell. Now the recall is expanding to grocery stores and restaurants in 27 states. California isn't included in that. Walmart, Taco Bell, and Jack in the Box are all pulling the produce. Doctors say that you should avoid bagged lettuce for now.
The recommendations right now are to use whole heads of lettuce as opposed to using bagged lettuce or pre-washed lettuce, removing the outer leaves and thoroughly washing the inner leaves.
Health officials expect more illnesses to be reported. Symptoms can take 2 weeks to appear. Meanwhile, Senator Jon Ossoff is demanding answers from Health Secretary RFK Jr. He wants to know why the government stopped tracking parasite infections. This morning, Tropical Storm Bertha is making its way toward the Gulf Coast. It's churning off the coast of Florida right now with winds of about 40 miles per hour. It is expected to make landfall in southeast Louisiana tomorrow. Now, areas around New Orleans could see up to 8 inches of rain and 4 feet of storm surge. And as Bertha threatens the Gulf, another storm system is moving toward the northeast. Airlines have already canceled hundreds of flights today.
There's 50 of them.
The new video shows traffic paralyzed as e-bikes take over a street in El Cajon. East County reporter Michael Chen tells us at one point this dangerous scene on Friday afternoon blocked 6 lanes of traffic.
Here in El Cajon, for shoppers trying to get in and out of Parkway Plaza, it was pure chaos, an e-bike takeover on nearby streets.
A mob of e-bikes, some headed right into oncoming traffic.
Maybe middle school. I would say 8 to 12.
This was a scene on Magnolia right outside the mall Friday afternoon.
Panic and confusion.
Behind the wheel was Lisa, who asked us not to use her real name.
There's 50 of them.
Some 50 e-bikes and other bikes.
They were going sideways while the cars were going west and east. They were just in the middle of traffic surrounding cars. So I stopped. I let them all pass. But I mean, it was chaotic.
Less than an hour earlier, a few miles away, another driver recorded the e-bike takeover on Madison. Some doing stunts, some riding right into traffic, and a similar scene on Magnolia.
A kid flipped off a car. Another kid hit the hood, the front of the hood with their hand. It was just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Someone's going to get hurt.
We checked and there were no reports of accidents caused by the takeover. However, El Cajon police told me several riders were detained with 7 bikes being impounded, including non-street legal electric motorcycles and 1 modified gas motorcycle. I reached out about the number of riders cited and what types of fines they might be facing, and I'm waiting to hear back. Police say such bike takeovers, usually organized through social media, are not uncommon.
Totally a traffic hazard for the people who were driving. It was shocking. It was just a mess.
Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.
That video is pretty stunning. Michael covers East County and crime issues. If you have any tips or story ideas, send him an email, michael.chen@10news.com, or scan the QR code on your screen. Meanwhile, a new study from UC San Diego found an alarming rise in e-bike injuries over the last 6 years throughout the state of California. According to the study, there were only 2 e-bike crashes in 2018 because there weren't that many e-bikes on the road. But by 2024, that number jumped to 1,500. The study also shows that younger riders get more severe injuries compared to young riders on bicycles, and that e-bike riders tend to be more at fault. E-bike safety has been a big topic here in San Diego. The city approved new safety rules last month, including an age and helmet requirements, and so far 7 different cities in the county have passed stricter e-bike safety rules. President Trump is announcing a new tariff on Canada. The 50% import tax will be applied to $20 billion worth of products. That includes wine, cement, dairy, and more. President Trump is invoking a 1930 trade law to impose this tariff. That law allows the president to tax imports without congressional approval when a country is believed to be discriminating against American goods. But the law's never been applied this way. The tariffs won't take effect for 30 days.
Costco shoppers need to check the recent plant purchases. 2 invasive species could be hiding out in them. The bugs were found on desert willow plants sold at Costco stores across the state between June 24th and July 3rd. About 200 of these plants sold are still missing in San Diego County. The pest can cause a disease that destroys vineyards and orchards. If you bought one of these plants, don't return it to the store. Instead, you should contact county agricultural officials right away for instructions. Fans of a famous California bald eagle can now breathe a sigh of relief. After a tussle with 2 other eagles, Jackie, the bald eagle, is recovering at a rehab facility. Fans recently noticed that Shadow was caring for their 2 eaglets all alone. Rescuers found Jackie on the ground. Apparently, Jackie got in a fight over a fish. Crews said that she was in rough shape, though, when they arrived. Jackie is now at the Ojai Raptor Center. She's weak right now, waiting for some test results, but she is alert and is eating on her own. Fans are now donating money to the rescue teams, helping her recover. And hopefully Jackie will be all okay and back to 100%. And that's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.